Hope you all having a good day. Welcome to this video. Today I'm just going to be talking about Cyberpunk 2077. I beat the game on patch 1.63 again, and this review is going to be before Phantom Liberty to talk about some of the things I didn't enjoy in the base game before Phantom Liberty updates and changes a lot of things about the game. We've been hearing a lot of rumors that Phantom Liberty is going to really change a lot more than we expect, and the game is going to be a very big overhaul. So this is going to be serving as more of a review for the base game and what I played. I completed the game twice and I did two endings for it. And I beat the game on the Temperance ending and I did the one where we get to go off with Panam, which is I don't know if that's the sun or the star ending. Something like that. So right now we're just driving around Night City in the game. And as you can see, I'm not using ray tracing and the game looks very beautiful. I want to talk about some of the positives I really enjoy in the game. I really like the graphics. I like the music. I have disabled copyright music in this video because they do actually allow that. And I think this is a great feature. Being able to disable the copyright music makes it wonderful recording. That's a excellent feature. So the game is actually very beautiful. The city is awesome when you look at it, and a lot of things visually stand out with Cyberpunk, and it is really a beautiful game. The other thing I really enjoyed was some of the customization. I do like the type of guns you get in the game. I really enjoy shotguns. They were my favorite category of guns. Handguns is, I think, a little overrated. I find personally there are too many types of handguns, and I find it's not really a exciting class of gun to play with. Johnny Pistol, in the sections where you play with him, it's very overpowered, and you can get some powerful handguns like Plan B, Death and Taxes. You have Crash. You have some pretty fun guns overall, and I did use them, and I find they are very nice, and I did like some of them. Also, Skippy is a amusing gun, iconic gun. Just really not my favorite. I enjoyed shotguns. So I was using Carnage, I was using Rebecca shotgun. That's the one from the anime. This is Guts. I also like this one. This one was pretty cool because it was a fast firing shotgun. And this was the character. I just wore whatever came my way. I really didn't go out of my way to put on any special armor when I beat the game. So in this playthrough, I beat the game at level 36 and let's see if I could show you no, and load. So this is a previous save. As you could see here, changes along the watchtower. This is the ending, belly of the beast. So I'm just showing you the saves for where I beat the game. And I put in overall for this playthrough, I believe the total hours was 58 hours, 23 minutes. So I really did enjoy a lot of things about the game. That being said, the game has some issues, and I wanted to take this video to do a short video on the problems I had with Cyberpunk. And Cyberpunk has issues. And one of the biggest issues I had straight off the bat in character creation was not being able to rename V. I don't like being called V, and I find for a deep role playing RPG, you should be able to rename your character. You should be able to at least choose some different code name or something like that.
What's your
And
problem?
and it's just not fun. The other thing I find I didn't like was the selection of weapons for certain categories. Now, as you could see in my build, I went with body, so I open athletics and annihilation, and I mainly like tech because I just like crafting and seeing what the crafting had. I didn't really care for anything else. Reflex didn't really even use it because I just put it in to see how Sandevistan was functioning in this patch and stuff like that. And overall, I had a good time. Um, Back to the cyberware, I actually was running the NetWatch NetDriver Mark 5. I think most people say this is the best. I enjoyed it. I didn't even bother to fully chrome up because by this point in the game, most of the time you're killing everything because when you put in a lot of points into Annihilation, you could just regenerate ridiculously a lot. And on top of that, you're doing a lot of damage. So Annihilation was very, very fun. The biggest downside of Annihilation is that you only get one minigun. It's not a minigun. They call it in this game. They call it a light machine gun. And personally, you only get this one, and I think you get one other one which is inferior to it. I can't remember the code name. There's the Defender and the other crappy version of it. I didn't even bother with that. I like the Defender the most, and I find that they really needed to put a lot more heavy weapons in this game. I would really appreciate like rocket launchers and mini nukes. And on the bike, you can't even like shoot at people. Like, you're on this cool motorcycle right here. You're a mercenary and you can't run around shooting at people. Like, what's the point of having a motorcycle in a violent RPG game and you can't shoot anybody? Like, I should be able to at least pull out a shotgun like Terminator and just be shooting and driving about the streets rampaging. You should at least be able to pull out a submachine gun in the game and do that. And you really can't. And that's kind of well boring. And they say they have fixed vehicle combat. I really wish they do. And I hope that they implement that in the game. And one other thing I really disliked about Cyberpunk is the fact that we don't get heavy weapons. I just mentioned we don't get rocket launchers and things like that. But when you do Panam's mission, she pulls out a rocket launcher to shoot down the armored vehicle carrier for you to grab the scientists. And I'm like, how come she gets a rocket launcher and her vehicle has a turret on it? Why can't I, the protagonist and the mercenary who is going to need the heavier firepower, have a vehicle with a turret? Her vehicle has a turret. I should have a turret. She has a rocket launcher. I could do with a rocket launcher too. And that's a comparison I find that really sucks in this game because Fallout 4 is a much older game and you get rocket launchers. You should have rocket launchers. Just saying. Another thing I didn't enjoy was the endings, and I find that needed to be talked about. Is the endings in Cyberpunk were not satisfactory for me. I didn't really enjoy them. There are four endings in the game. There's the devil ending where you side with Arasaka. There's the ending with you go in by yourself and you shoot up the people. Then there's a version of that where you go in with Rogue and you beat down everyone. And then the other ending is you go in with Panam and you either basically get screwed because your body is dying, or the only ending other is to give Johnny a body and then you get taken by Alt into cyberspace or whatever they want to call it, and you get screwed over because you just get screwed over.
You don't want to fuck with me.
So yeah, I didn't really find anything particularly amazing about them.
Stuff him with lead! Cover me! Reloading! There's a suck!
Gotta stop praying.
So yeah, just talking about
Can
that,
you stop blowing up my phone, huh?
right? I do like some of the stuff, but I really didn't enjoy the
Well,
endings.
you sit at
I
Daddy's
found
house
that the
and you leave
endings
me
weren't
alone, huh?
satisfactory, and I found it kind of lame. And one of the things that really disappointed me is the fact that how little impact your character makes on the world. And I'm like, you're supposed to be the legend, you're on your way to become the legend of the afterlife. And you don't do anything really to affect Cyberpunk. And I want to compare that to Fallout 4, where in Fallout 4, you actually make changes to Fallout 4. Because if you side with the Brotherhood, I just give an example, this is not how everyone plays Fallout 4. You can change the world drastically because you could annihilate the Institute. You have to basically. You annihilate the Minutemen and you annihilate the Railroad and you become like this big bad guy of of Fallout 4. And in this game, you really don't do nothing because all the endings you only fight. It's a very lame fight. I personally find against Adam Smasher. Adam Smasher is absolutely a, a lame boss. He's not a get good boss. I absolutely beat him with a level 37 build. This is level 36 of the build, and it wasn't even complete. I just use I think I even used a very low level Sandevastan and just basically shut Adam Smasher to death. It's not like Doom Eternal. You know, when you fight in Doom Eternal for a shooter, and I know it's wrong to compare them because some people will say that's a first person action game and this is a first person RPG game. There really isn't a boss fight that makes you feel like, wow, I've really leveled up. I'm powerful and there's a powerful enemy. And I really hope Phantom Liberty fixes that because I think it would be absolutely amazing. But the whole problem that I have with it is that it's just a whole lot of you don't really change this city, you don't change this world, you're not given the power to do that. And I'm like, why are we given all this cool knowledge of what happened in the past with Johnny and Rogue and Militech and Arasaka and Alt when we can't really make changes, we can't make the changes to make the city better. And it's just like everywhere is crappy, everyone's an asshole, Rogue is an asshole, Alt is an asshole, Arasaka is an asshole. They're all trying to screw you and teach you a lesson and tell you that they run the show. And I'm like, I'm the mercenary. And another thing I don't like giving Johnny control to do the final mission because I'm like, Johnny lost really bad to Adam Smasher. And I'm like, oh yeah, he's gonna come back and just whoop Adam Smasher ass. And I'm like, no, you're not. Johnny Silverhand lost very convincingly to Adam Smasher. And we wreck Adam Smasher. And I'm like, it's just silly. I just find it silly that expecting Johnny to be able to do anything against Smasher, and I find it's just lame. I don't like the ending because you can't really fix or affect Night City in a devastating way. It's not like you could wipe out Arasaka like we sided with let us side with some of the big corporations and fight down and destroy Arasaka. Let us be able to put a bullet in Yorinobu's head. Let us be able to actually confront and kill them. Because what is the point of building up all this conflict if you don't actually get to put a nail in the coffin of the people who try to off you? We don't even really get to beat the crap out of Dexter Deshawn. He's like killed in this like cutscene, and I'm like, wow, the game really robs the player of a lot of glory, and I'm like, that's kind of is a L. It really is a L, and I really hope Phantom Liberty gives us a lot of more meat on the bones for us to be able to make some real destruction in the city because to be honest you need some better guns. You need like a minigun, rocket launchers, a mini nuke self. I mean, Johnny took out Arasaka with a nuke. Why couldn't we get an ending where we nuke Arasaka tower a second time? That would have been great. Anyway, thanks for listening to my rambling on Cyberpunk. I know a lot of people will disagree with me because they do enjoy the game a lot. I do enjoy the game. I did like it because I liked it enough to put 60 hours, but I really hope Phantom Liberty could take it to the next level. All right. I'll have timestamps in the link below for anybody who like just jump to the end to hear my conclusion. But I really hope my conclusion is I want Phantom Liberty to take it to the next level, and they really need some more traffic because this traffic is dead. Look at this highway. Lame. L. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day, and I hope you all enjoy yourselves. And I hope Phantom Liberty gives us that real next gen update we've all